Greetings, friends. It's your friendly neighborhood PhD, Dr. Judd Burton, bringing you another Beyond Report on this Tuesday, July the 20th, 2021. As always, if you like the content, please click a like, subscribe, and share. Uh, do you have some interesting news to pass along um, on a couple of fronts? And so I'll start first with um, the fact that, well, I'm always trying to update and keep current the kind of research that I'm doing on vampirism and other kinds of monsters. So I ran across something that I'd never seen before, um, called the TUAHELPUCHI. Now, the TUAHELPUCHI is a shape-shifting uh, vampire witch, essentially. Um, she hails from the Tlaxcala culture, which um, socially, culturally, essentially is Aztec. Uh, they spoke the Nahuatl language like the Aztec did, worship many of the same gods, a lot of the same kinds of practices and beliefs, similar kind of architecture. But they kind of they had a degree of cultural autonomy as well. And so one of the creatures that they believed in was the shape-shifting female vampire. He's sort of reminiscent of the Roman Strix, with some of the bird qualities. She's anthropomorphic, that is, she looks mostly female, with some kind of off-kilter, gruesome features like bird feet from time to time. Um, but she could. She could transform into a number of animals if she was gonna travel far. She could transform into a crow or a buzzard. If it was going to be something nearby, if her prey was nearby, she could transform into um, a coyote or a dog or a cat or something like that. Just depending on the distance that she had to travel to get her prey. She's most fond of feeding on the blood and flesh of infants and toddlers. Now, to me, and undoubtedly there was some Spanish colonial uh, influence as this particular Mesoamerican vampire survived in the lore of that part of the world. And so it's probably not a mistake that there's some aspects of her that are reminiscent of, say, Lilith in Old World mythology. Um, but I bring this up because it's another interesting case of as recently as the 1950s, uh, the this particular vampire, the Tlahuelpuchi, was blamed or at least connected to a series of crimes. And I'll post a link to the article in the description I found this in. But it was really interesting. Um, just when you think you'd seen every variation of vampire, another one pops up. So, well, if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, um, I'd encourage you to take my Preternatural Morphology class, which I've sort of nicknamed Monsters 101. It's really the hot button program offered by the Institute of Biblical Anthropology right now because people really want to know about um, looking at these creatures as at their root demonic, and what does looking at them through the lens of the Bible tell us about them. Um, so this past weekend, I did a really good show with Derek Gilbert, that everybody's familiar with, on View from the Bunker. And the show was entitled Saturn, Cincinnatus, and Civil Religion in America. And we talked a lot about, um, he's been doing a lot of research on the god Saturn, Kronos, as connected with Bel Haman, and the Hurrian Komarbi, the Levantine L, and what he believes, and rather convincingly, I think, Semyadza, the leader of the fallen angels at Mount Hermon. Uh, and we were just catching up, really, and got to talking about all of this and some of the stuff that I had found about Saturn and possible connections to satyrs. Um, but we got to talking about that, and January 6th entered into the conversation, and then we started talking about um, the founding fathers and the occult symbolism that was associated with the laying out of the Capitol and our early monuments and even some of our later monuments, but how none of that was really perpetrated by the founding fathers themselves, and that people like Washington, if you really take a close look at him, would have scoffed at those kinds of things. It's really a generation of architects, artists, policymakers, politicians, bureaucrats, bankers, uh, real wheelers and dealers behind the scenes, if you will, who actually create the American pantheon and do things like the painting of the apotheosis of Washington, um, as he's draped, in his Greco-Roman regalia. So it was a really productive discussion. I think there'll be some valuable insights for you uh, about all of that in that particular show. And I'll put the link in the description. And hopefully, before too long, I'm pretty much done with the Founding Fathers book that I've been working on for a number of years. And I'll probably offer that as an ebook first, and I'll let you guys know about it when it's all done. The other big news this week is the big sale that I got going on for uh, uh, the programs at the Institute of Biblical Anthropology. Um, and there are two main sales. Of course, my books are on sale for 10% off this week, and I'll put the coupon code and link in the description. But I've also got a little bit of a contest going on with this other sale. And all six of the certification programs are on sale for $150 each. There's another really cool package called the It's All Greek to Me package that includes the Ancient Mediterranean Civilization program, the Rudiments of New Testament Greek, and a collection of pertinent classical historical sources in ebook format. And so we've got one winner in the contest. Well, what do you win? You win if you're one of the next two to sign up as of the date and posting of this video. If you're one of the next two to sign up to register for either a course, a course program for $150, or the It's All Greek to Me program for $250. Doesn't matter which one you sign up for. You will automatically win a ticket to a lecture on mythology that I'm giving. That's invite only. So you're not going to want to miss that, because I have new insights built upon older things that I've gleaned over the year, and I think that you'll gain a lot from this particular lecture and discussion. You'll have a chance to talk with me and ask some questions too if you want to. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, big way to save some money before the price jumps back up a little bit next week. Plus even if you register after the contest is over toward the end of the week, the It's All Greek to Me package is a kind of like classical education in a box. You get the ancient Mediterranean material, all the Aegean, the Greek, the Roman stuff. You get to dip your toe in the Greek language, and you get some pertinent ebooks out of it too. So some really good deals on some good learning material. And I'm telling you, my little student record book is getting thicker almost by the day, every day or two, because I'm getting new students. Um, but I'm enjoying it a lot. And to all you guys who've signed up for classes and are taking classes with me, I really appreciate it. And um, hope you're getting a lot out of it. Have had some really good discussions and writing. Expect to see more of that too. All right. Well, that's it for today, and I will see you all soon. Stay tuned, and Godspeed to you.